The Green Scene on Newsbreak.
The city of choice, Pietermaritzburg, is undoubtedly rich with political history. But as it celebrates 175 years, it's attempting to create another legacy, that of an eco-friendly city. Municipality officials partnered with the Wildlands Conservation Trust to plant trees along the banks of the Willowfontein stream this week. The aim is to plant 17,500 trees and contribute towards the restoration of the capital. Speaker of the Umsunduzi municipality, Babu Beju.
The Wildlands Trust, in partnership with Comrades Marathon, they decided to start a project where they will plant 17,500 trees, meaning 100 trees for every year of Pietermaritzburg's life. We started the first planting. It was a very nice function with the community. It's not just tree planting, it's just also the issue of cleaning the Willowfontein River. The whole length of the river will be cleaned completely by volunteers.
You're saying that this is going to extend beyond just tree planting, and of course there will be strong environmentally friendly messages sent out to residents of Pietermaritzburg. Are they keen to get involved so far from the feedback and the reaction you've had from residents?
Already in other areas like Sabantu, Copesville, the Chase Valley, the catchment area out in Chase Valley, it has already started, but it's being expanded to other areas as we go along. It's going to catch on. We know for a fact that we're going to put a lot more emphasis over the next 1 year as part of the 175-year celebration.
So this actually focuses on the planting of trees and the benefits that they could have for the ecosystem within Pietermaritzburg. But do residents also realize the benefits of planting vegetables, for example, within their own homes?
Yes, look, it's the One Home, One Garden project. What the Premier has done as well, together with in all municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal, but I will talk about the Pietermaritzburg one. In all 37 wards, there'll be what we call a Suguma Sake war room, which is headed by the councillor in that ward. And you'll have a champion in that particular ward. One of the key areas is the issue of food security and the One Home, One Garden project. So in each particular ward, Suguma Sake is encouraging for each home to have a garden in the home, and that type of support is being given by the Suguma Sake project.
We understand that the city has also come up with an eco-friendly city initiative which focuses on litter illegal dumping. Could you tell us more about this?
The initial project is being started by Extended Public Works, where contract workers for the next 1 year are already employed and working ward by ward to start up this cleanup campaign. But together with that, what we must also remember, illegal dumping is definitely a crime. The municipality provides one pickup per week per house. So you have 4 pickups per month. You must put out your dirt on that particular day and we will pick it up. And it does get picked up regularly. If you have extra dirt, please transport it to the municipal dump site where you can dump it. Don't dump it illegally somewhere else. I promise you, after the 1st of July, once you've employed more municipal security and more municipal traffic wardens, residents who are illegally dumping and businesses who are illegally dumping will definitely get fined and arrested for it.
And that was Speaker of the Umsunduzi municipality, Babu Beju, talking to Newsbreak's Maya Jagjivan.
The Green Scene on Newsbreak.
Now, if you're a sushi lover, then this is a story you should take note of. Experts say the salmon in sushi that you buy is not what it used to be. This is because wild salmon population, specifically in the Pacific Ocean, has been reduced to about 7% of their original numbers in the past 150 years. The reasons behind this will be explored in a public talk by Dr. Dean Drake, Senior Lecturer at the School of Animals, Plants and Environmental Sciences at Wits University. Dr. Drake says it seems wild salmon have been having a hard time surviving the activities of modern humans.
There's a lot of finger pointing to do with human activities. For one thing, we fish, and in the early part of the 19th century, especially in the late 1800s, development of mass fisheries, of canning, and the markets expanded a lot. And so, at that time, a lot of resources were viewed as endless, as unlimited, and we did a lot of damage in the early part of the centuries. And we still do a lot of fishing on salmon. Other factors include bad forest practices. So salmon live in both the ocean and in fresh water. They need good quality, accessible streams to spawn in. And we've built a lot of dams, and we've done a lot of activity in catchments, including a lot of cutting down of big trees that's caused a lot of erosion that compromises the quality of stream for salmon. There's industrial pollution.
Now, you will be presenting a public talk this evening that focuses on the lifespan of the Pacific salmon. Could you tell us how exactly do they breed?
You've probably seen some pictures of them swimming upstream, leaping up waterfalls, and running the gauntlet of predators, especially bears. Something that's the topic of study is their homing abilities. So they can go from being out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and find their way back to exactly where they were born. This is called homing. And that means a tiny stream out in the middle of Alaska or Canada. And it is no small feat to find a tiny stream from the middle of the ocean. And they do this through the sense of smell. They memorize a sequence of scents of water chemistry that they encounter on the way to sea, and they're able to follow that backwards to get to where they were born. They spawn in fresh water, and then another unique thing about them is that they die. So Pacific salmon put all of their effort into reproducing once in their lifetimes, and that is the end of their life.
Now, when you speak of salmon, most people would identify it with what's on their plates, especially the sushi that they eat. But in terms of what you have spoken about the dwindling populations, how does that affect what people are actually eating?
A lot of what we eat is not wild salmon. The number of cultured salmon has gone up tremendously. It's an incredibly valuable fishery, if you want to call it that. Where almost, I think, all of the Norwegian salmon is farmed, and it's farmed very intensively. You see thousands of what they call floating net pens, and Atlantic salmon are raised in these pens in pretty high densities, and they're fed with other fish.
That was Dr. Diane Drake, Senior Lecturer at the School of Animals, Plants and Environmental Sciences at Wits University, talking to Newsbreak's Maya Jagjivan.